Hello everyone, it's me again, Steedoj here, back to more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and this time we're doing, finally, the Super Saiyan God Female Saiyan build. Now, I'm not going to waste too much time. There'll be a timestamp in the video or something telling you when the fights start, blah 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 blah, who cares. But the first thing we're going to do is get into the stats, because I think that's the most important part for any build, and then we'll do the moves. So yes, these are the new attributes I now run for my Super Saiyan God Female Saiyan build. I think I might make these my new female Saiyan stats in general, because, yeah. Now, it's going to seem like a really bad idea to have 0 health on the race with the lowest health in the game, but health scaling in this game is actually quite pathetic, so I don't really feel like it's necessary to put more points in my stat that is the weakest when everyone dies in one combo already in this game. Honestly, I'd probably just run most builds on most characters with 0 health, because then you can just have more damage, but it's entirely up to you. 42 in ki and stamina, because I never know when I might need that extra bar of ki, and 42 is 1 bar of both ki and stamina, so I just put 42 in stamina and 42 in ki. 84 would be 2 bars, and so on and so forth. Basic attack 125, because thanks to the buffs of Super Saiyan God, you can now actually use basic attack on a female Saiyan after they nerfed it to the goddamn Earth's core. Thank you, Bandit Namco Dimps. Why did you do that? But yes, basic attack being very high is very important for a Super Saiyan God build, naturally. Strike supers are not that high, but the only reason why they look like they're doing something on the graph right there is because my female Saiyan is, and I will say this again, she is the second to most height and max weight. So I know people are going to ask in the comment section. So yeah, second most height, max weight. Max weight actually helps with basic attack and strike supers. However, it lowers your ki massively. You can't tell because I'm on a female Saiyan. My ki is actually being nerfed a lot. It should be way higher than. And then naturally, yeah, max ki, because female Saiyans do the highest ki blast damage in the game. Well, actually, female Earthling do the highest ki blast damage, but female Saiyans can transform. Super Saiyan God doesn't actually buff ki or basic attack. No, ki or strike supers like at all. It's like the same as base form. But, you know, the female Saiyans are already so good at ki, I might as well just up their damage there. And aside from that, I actually did have to farm quite a bit to get a QQ Bang, and I thought it was fitting for this. But I am running this QQ Bang. It is, again, barely any health, barely any ki, who cares, right? I just want the basic attack and ki blast supers. Now, I'm glad it increases my stamina a bunch, because stamina is very meta for this game. But I'm mostly just running this for the basic attack and ki blast super buff, because female Saiyans, their basic attack got nerfed really, really badly. So the only way they're going to damage you now is with Super Saiyan God. And to get a ki blast combo, it's probably best to do it just in the middle. Ki blast, if you want to get a ki blast off, it's best to do it in the middle of your combo, just anytime you can. There's another ki blast I would recommend for this, but I'm not running that yet, so I'm very sorry for not doing that. But yes, this is the QQ Bang I have on, and I'll talk about more about that ki blast like later. This is the Super Soul I have on. I believe this is the best Super Soul right now for female Saiyans. I would normally just put on the Gallic Gun Super Soul and call it a day, because that just buffs Gallic Gun. It buffs all ki blasts by a massive amount, but Gallic Gun gets broken with that Super Soul. But yes, this is what I would probably put on. It only takes 20 seconds for it to activate. And when it's activated, it boosts all of your attack damage by M, which is basic attack, strike, and ki blast. Your basic attack will... You'll notice this on your basic attack the most, trust me. Your movement speed goes up by L, which is extremely important, because female Saiyans just suffer big time when it comes to range, priority, speed. They are mega suffering, and that sucks. So, yeah, any speed boost you can get, take it. That's honestly, if the other two stats weren't even here, I would probably just still put this on for the speed boost. Then you get a ki recovery, which is just good in general. Ki recovery is just nice, because at any point, you're just gaining more ki for doing attacks. You can suddenly have a bar of ki show up the exact moment you need it. And when you're in Super Saiyan God, this scales massively, allowing you to just use supers whenever you want to. Just, yeah, for lack of a better term, use and abuse. It's the name of the game. Super attacks are this. Now, I have Blazing Attack mostly because it's a Super Saiyan God build. If I don't have one Super Saiyan God move, I'd kind of be like a giant fraud. Blazing Attack, although is actually a super nice super attack to just get off in the middle of a combo. Like, while you're punching someone, maybe I don't want to risk female Saiyan's really, really low damage in general. Maybe I'm not in Super Saiyan God yet. Maybe I'm not going to wait that long to get to the part of my combo where I can use, like, the timed mechanic to do bonus damage. Maybe I just want to do my damage right now. That's what Blazing Attack is, right? It did get nerfed a bit, but it's still very useful, especially with Flash Strike, which is one of the most disgusting ranged super attacks in the game. Flash Strike has, like... If you're fighting someone using Flash Strike, there's like a 90% chance that Flash Strike will do 70% of your health bar. Everyone running Flash Strike has mad broken ki blast builds on, and Flash Strike comes out almost immediately after a knockback, so it's very good. It's also one of the only moves that doesn't drop, so Super Shock God Flash. Now, my only issue with Super Shock God Flash is while it's broken as hell and lets me combo Flash Strike even easier if I manage to get it off, I actually prefer After Image, and I don't like Super Shock God Flash. Super Shock God Flash is just one of those moves that enters the realm of way too cheesy for me. But, when I'm fighting people using Super Shock God Flash, sometimes, even if you try to key stun someone using the move, the Key Blast will actually go through them. The Super Shock God Flash is a counter with iframes. Let that sink in. It is a counter with iframes. So there's a good chance that even if someone tries to key stun you, it'll just pass through you. And then when they try to follow up with a hit, you'll just counter them. It's disgusting, it's gross, it's mega smelly. Blaster Bomb. Blaster Bomb is another really gross move that I've had a lot of fun using recently. Mostly because Blaster Bomb has this weird effect where if you fire it out, depending on the range of the enemy, sometimes the move will just set off before it even gets near them. But its AoE will be massive. So that way it has a really high chance to just hit people who are I don't know, sidestepping around you and stuff like that. It's just a solid, nice move. Super Key Explosion. This move has been super meta recently. It's just a very fast, unreactable, covers the whole area around me, does massive damage, kind of Key Blast. And you don't even have to use up all of your Ki if you don't want to. You can just use it to take off a chunk of someone's health and then stop it immediately. Just to, counter something. If it's oh, crap, someone just went for, I don't know, Burst Rush, because you can't react to Super Shock God Flash, right? Let's say someone just goes for Burst Rush. You're just going to instantly use Super Key Explosion the second you trigger the counter, because then you can stop their move, and you're just fine, and you just get free damage, which is nice. Power Wall is really good. There's nothing else to say about it. It hits a large area in front of you. It can be sent forward ahead in front of you. It can be used very easily in a lot of knockdown combos, because while the person's stuck on the ground, you can just thrive them. It's perfect in any position, because when it's done, you can combo more moves into it. At the end of Power Wall, I could just do another combo, or I could just do Flash Strike, or I could do another combo and then Flash Strike. Super Saiyan God, because obviously that is what we are running. If you don't have Super Saiyan God, then I guess the whole point of this build is kind of null and void, because this build is going to require a lot of Ki to be used. To be fair, Female Saiyans need a ton of Ki to work now because of how bad the nerfs have been and how bad they were in general. So yeah, Super Saiyan God is the only transformation I can really recommend for this. I can recommend a potential use as well, because you do get boosted Ki back. But Super Saiyan God, well, look, we're going for damage, alright? Now, I put on Super Explosive Wave. I think this is kind of one of the weirder evasives to put on, because it's really easy to react to and avoid. But if it does work, especially with the Super Soul we have on, there's a high chance you can just follow up, immediately. Now, you could say, oh, that's some weird timing. Yeah, a lot of people would say, oh, Steve, you should probably just do something like Fake Blast or something, right? Fake Blast is just too stupid for me. I'm trying to make a build that I think generally most people would like to choose as well. I'm trying to make a build that most people would genuinely use and just play the game to have fun. I think the majority of the people who watch Xenoverse 2 stuff, as well as play Xenoverse 2 every single time the DLC comes out, are not the cheap tryhards always on this game. There are people who actually just want to have fun. So, yeah, I want to make something that would at least be a bit fun. Another evasive I would recommend is just Spirit Explosion. Spirit Explosion is just naturally good. It's just super safe. It's really nice. It's just convenient. But yeah, that is going to be it for the build. I've showed you my attributes, I've showed you my QQ Bang and my Super Soul, and I've showed you my moves. So without further ado, guys, I will see you all in the fights. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, then obviously please leave a like on the video, because that does greatly support the channel. And leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see next, or what other build you'd like to see next. I do have a few other builds planned, but this is one I've been needing to get out of the way. So again, love you all, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the fights.